Hello. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new video. So, today I'm going to be doing a kind of whispered and soft-spoken video. So I'll kind of drift into soft-spoken and whisper, just kind of talk like that. I'll try not to be too loud. I'm gonna try and just speak very, very softly. Okay. I really hope that you guys enjoy. I've done like maybe 2 of these on my channel so far, and you guys loved them, so I'm back with another one. Okay. Breathe in and breathe out, and we're just going to relax together, okay? If you're wondering where I got my nails from, they're actually from a lovely subscriber's custom press-on nail Etsy shop. It's called Rebecca's Custom Claws. I will link her down below because they're gorgeous. I love them. And they're gonna be so good for ASMR. So, yeah. And then my necklace is from Hey Happiness. Also can be found linked below. My lovelies, I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that you're having an amazing day or night, whenever it is that you're watching this. Whenever you're watching this video. I've personally pretty much done nothing today. It is Saturday, October 14th, the day that I'm filming this. I slept in. Actually, I don't usually film on weekends. I don't usually film on Saturdays and Sundays, to be honest with you. I don't usually do this. But my parents, they were out doing some errands like all day, so I was like, oh, I've got some time, so I might as well. Relax, okay, my lovely. Another thing that I should mention is my description box, which has all of my social medias linked down there. If you want extra and exclusive content from me, you can check out my Patreon. And if you're looking for a different type of exclusive content, maybe something a little spicier, you can check out my Twitter link for all the information that you need about that. Okay, so I want to do some soft speaking reading out of this book. This is called Daily Stoic 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living. So this book has a page for every single day of the year, which is very cool. So technically you could read, like each date has a page in this book. So I thought that we could read some of them. I'll read today's, and then I'll also read the one for the day that this video is going to be posted, and maybe I'll pick a couple of random ones. Okay. Just ever so gently. So today is October 14th. So it's going to be towards the end of the book. I flipped to November 14th, but we need October 14th. So this is what each page looks like. This is what each page looks like. It just has the date at the top and the affirmation below. So October 14th, don't get mad. Are you angry when someone's armpits stink or their breath is bad? Actually funny because I was like, I need some deodorant right now. It's so funny. What would be the point? Having such a mouth and such armpits, there's going to be a smell emanating. Oh my god. You say they must have sense. Can't they tell how they are offending others? Well, you have sense too. Congratulations. So use your natural reason to awaken theirs. Show them, call it out. If the person will listen, you will have cured them without useless anger. No drama nor unseemly show required. That's a quote from Marcus Aurelius. So that was the quote, and then it says, the person sitting next to you on the plane, the one who is loudly chattering and knocking around in your space, the one you're grinding your teeth about, hating from the depth of your soul because they're rude, ignorant, obnoxious. In these situations, you might feel it takes everything you have to restrain yourself from murdering them. It's funny how that thought comes into our heads before, politely asking them to stop or making the minor scene of asking for a different seat. We'd rather be pissed off, bitter, raging inside than risk an awkward conversation that might actually help this person and make the world a better place. We don't just want people to be better, we expect it to magically happen. That we can simply will other people to change, burning holes into their skull with their angry stare. Although when you think about it that way, it makes you wonder who the rude one actually is. Well, that's interesting. Although, I couldn't imagine, if a stranger beside me armpits stank, I could not imagine myself being like, your armpits stink, can you put on some deodorant? That's just weird, I feel like. I don't know, I don't really know if I agree with that fully, because, I get it, you could just ask, but a lot of people, would be mad at you for, asking, a lot of people would get offended or be like, oh, mind your own business, get over it kind of thing. So it might not actually help anything, but I do kind of see the point where it's don't bother being mad, just get over it, I don't know. I'm also going to read tomorrow's, which is October 15th, just in case I end up uploading this a day late. Give people the benefit of the doubt. So another quote from Marcus Aurelius. Everything turns on... Wait a minute. Hold on. Everything turns on your assumption about it, and that's on you. You can pluck out the hasty judgment at will. And like steering a ship around the point, you will find calm seas, fair weather, and a safe port. Even a dog, Supreme Court Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, distinguishes between being stumbled over and being kicked. Yet if you've ever accidentally stepped on your dog, you know that the first reaction is usually a bark or or a yelp or a quick snap of the jaws. In the instant, there is no distinction, just pain. Then it sees who it was, hears your soothing voice, and goes right back to wagging its tail. A virtuous person does not jump to hasty judgments about other people. A virtuous person is generous with assumptions that something was an accident, that someone didn't know, that it won't happen again. This makes life easier to bear and makes us more tolerant. Meanwhile, assuming malice, the most hasty of judgments, makes everything harder to bear. Be deliberate and accommodating with your assumptions about other people, and you'll find, as Marcus says, calmer seas and fairer weather. That's actually kind of true. I feel like I am really bad for overthinking and just jumping to conclusions, making assumptions, thinking the absolute worst possible thing. But you know what? Maybe it isn't gonna be the worst, you know? Give, exactly like it says, give the benefit of the doubt, you know? Like, I'll probably be a lot more at peace that way. So now I'm gonna read one. December 29th, which is my birthday. We're gonna do that one. Let's do that one. Here we go. Okay, December 29th says, give thanks. In all things we should try to make ourselves be as grateful as possible. For gratitude is a good thing for ourselves in a manner in which justice, commonly held to belong to others, is not. Gratitude pays itself back in large measure. That's a quote from Seneca. Think about the things you can be grateful for today. That you are alive, that you live in a time primarily of peace, that you have enough health and leisure to read this book. What of the little things? The person who smiled at you, the woman who held the door open, the song you like on the radio, the pleasant weather. Gratitude is infectious, its positivity is radiant. Even if today was your last day on earth, if you knew in advance that it was going to end in a few short hours, would there still be plenty to be grateful for? How much better would your life be if you kicked off every day like that? If you let it carry through from morning to night and touch every part of your life? I do agree with that. I think that gratitude is very important, but I would say that I'm pretty grateful, and I do recognize that quite often, so it's a nice reminder for sure, you know, just be grateful for what you have. I'm gonna do one more. I'll just flip to a random page. July 13th. July 13th. A leader leads. So if your birthday's July 13th, comment below, because that's kind of fun. One person, on doing well by others, immediately accounts the expected favor in return. Another is not so quick, but still considers the person a debater and knows the favor. A third kind of person acts as if not conscious of the deed, rather like a vine producing a cluster of grapes without making further demands, like a horse after its race, or a dog after its walk, or a bee after making its honey. Such a person, having done a good deed, won't go shouting from the rooftops, but simply moves on to the next deed, just like the vine produces another bunch of grapes in the right season. Have you ever heard someone else repeat one of your ideas as though it were their own? Did you ever notice younger siblings or relatives mimic your behavior? Perhaps the way you dress or the music you listen to? Maybe you moved to a new neighborhood and a bunch of hipsters followed. When we are young and inexperienced, we can react negatively to these situations. Stop copying me. I was here first. As we mature, we start to see them in a different light. We understand that stepping up and helping is a service and that leaders provide to the world. It's our duty to do this in big situations and the small ones. If we expect to be leaders, we must see that thankless service comes with the job. We must do what leaders do because it's what leaders do, my sister, she would always copy me. She's younger than me, but every younger sibling copies. It's just part of it, and now that I'm getting older, I'm just like, I don't really care. But when I was younger, I used to hate it. So I was like, just be your own person. Like, why do you have to be like me? But now I'm just like, you know what? Because it's crazy. She looks up to me so much. And every little thing that I say, you know, like, she actually really takes it to heart. You know, like, I have a lot of, like, influence on her decisions just from, like, my own opinions. So I recognize that now. And now I just try to be, like, better. But, yeah. So, I'm sure that everyone's experienced that. Either you are the older sibling or you're the younger one who either copies or is copied. But I just wanted to take a moment now. By the way, if you guys enjoyed that, I can definitely do more of those readings, because there's a lot of them in there. I absolutely love these nails. They are just so... You know, I've missed having long nails in my videos so much. And also, when I was thinking of what video I wanted to do today, I was like, started like soft speaking, and I was like, oh, I'll do a soft spoken video. And I started talking in a British accent, and I was like, wait a minute, I actually love how the British accent sound. I don't know, I just think that the accent with the soft spoken voice is just so tingly, but it's very hard to get like perfectly. You've got to like really get into the zone. But I love British accents, like it's probably my favourite accent out there. Although I do also really like Australian accents as well. And sometimes I almost go into an Australian accent. It's very easy to like almost do it when you're doing a British accent, even though they are two very distinct accents. So, yes, I'm from London. I've just had a cup of tea, some breakfast tea. I actually have been to London one time before. I went last May, so May 2022. See, that was Australian. 2022. But I was there for 4 nights, I think. It was quite a good time. Very, very busy city, I will say. I took the tube a couple of times. It's honestly kind of expensive, actually, I noticed. But yeah, I think I'd go back. It was okay, actually. It kind of has a special place in my heart because it was the very first city that I ever solo travelled. So I've solo travelled to like more than 10 different countries by now. But the UK, in London specifically, that's where I flew into for my very first Europe trip. And I was in London, so that's the first city that I had ever solo travelled. So it does kind of have special meaning to me because it was my first time doing it, so that was really quite an experience. It was quite an experience. I'm just absolutely yapping now, just speaking, just talking. But yeah, if any British mans out there want to be my husband, let me know, because I'll probably say yes. Because I like your voice. I'm kidding. Anyway, so yeah. So I've got a bunch of triggers sitting here, and I'm like, ooh, I could do them or just kind of ramble in a soft-spoken voice. Kind of just want to tap on stuff. Ooh, I could tap on this. This Orbeez mask. So good. Literally, so good. So tingly. So tingly, so tingly. My soft-spoken voice right now is much deeper than it was. Because before I was like this, and now I'm like this. And I think I prefer it when it's like this. But it's hard, you know. I've noticed, like, from doing ASMR, like, there's a bunch of different sounds that my voice can have. Like, I was watching videos from a couple of years back, and my whisper sounded so different. I was like, why am I talking like that? It sounds like that's just how it was at the time, I guess. But it's just weird to hear, like, because it can sound different. I can, like, make it sound different, you know, like I can talk in a more, like, deeper, soft-spoken, or I can go up and do a more high-pitched, soft-spoken one, kind of more like Maria from Gentle Whispering. I don't know, you guys. It's fun, though. Just sitting here rambling, you know. I'm having a filming day today, so, well, I'm focusing on my YouTube and Patreon, so I'm doing at least like a handful of YouTube videos. And then for Patreon, I want to do a video. My lovelies, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Let me know if you enjoyed this soft-spoken kind of video, soft-spoken and whisper. Let me know, because I do really enjoy making them, and I actually have kind of found a newfound